And we're back with two more movies coming up on Abby St. John's journey through October, 31 Halloween films in that span. And since there's a sequel coming out soon, that obviously makes this very timely. Zombieland, a kind of surprise hit from 2009.
Yes, and something that I had never seen before. I've never really been a fan of zombies or the concept of zombies, so this was definitely a long time coming. But with a cast like Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin,
pretty phenomenal,
amazing actors, you knew that the movie was going to be just as great. So to start out, here is a clip from Zombieland.
Planet Earth, home to over 6 billion people. Today, our very existence is threatened by epidemics, climate change, and dwindling resources. But those are the least of our problems. Welcome to Zombieland.
Now, this is definitely a comedy horror movie. Definitely a lot of funny moments throughout the entirety of the film, and honestly, the actors, the chemistry that they all had and shared together was just phenomenal, and they worked so well. Their characters were very different from one another, but they still worked very well to get to Zombieland and make it out alive. And I have to admit, for a zombie movie, I definitely did enjoy it, and I do want to see the second one after watching this one.
Yeah, and I'm curious now then, after watching this one, what do you hope they do in the second one? Expand upon, or do you want to kind of keep the same themes of the last one?
I think keep the same comedy themes, but definitely add to their storyline. It has been 10 years since the first one came out, so definitely be curious to see what they're doing now and how they're handling the zombies. But the next one is definitely a horror classic. It is definitely a slasher classic, Friday the 13th, so let's just jump right into that.
Hello? Who's that? Oh, hi. What are you doing out in this mess?
1, 2, 3.
Now, this slasher movie is definitely one where you have to have the stomach for this kind of stuff, but this is definitely a classic. You can tell watching it now how it was terrifying back in the day, but it's definitely a revenge type of slasher movie, as you'll find out at the very end who the actual killer is. And then it spawns this whole series of Jason Voorhees, and it's the same theme of it being a revenge type slasher movie, and it's just very interesting, and I think they've held up very well, and it's definitely going down as a classic.
And as you said yourself, you kind of find out at the very end who the killer is. It really sort of preceded a lot of these M. Night Shyamalan movies where they're known for their twists. This was well before that.
Yes, yeah, I was shocked when I first saw it a while ago who the actual killer was, because, you know, the iconic name Jason Voorhees with that hockey mask, but you really get shook when you figure out the killer isn't Jason Voorhees in the first movie.
Yeah, spoiler alert, of course it is a classic as well. Yeah, so obviously there's plenty of movies that have come out since with Friday the 13th. Great place to start. Thank you again, Abby, and looking forward to more over the rest of October.